Belgian government will intervene in cases where prostitutes refuse sexual acts too often. It sounds bad, doesn't it? But before you say anything, let's read the full story here. Let's see what's really going on. A new law in Belgium, celebrated by activists for providing a labor contract to prostitutes, will also enable their pimps to punish them with a government mediator if they refuse sex more than 10 times in a 6-month period. The Belgian parliament voted for the law on May 3rd with 93 in favor, 0 opposed, and 33 abstentions. Yeah, now, guys, think about this for a second, right? Here's how they owned themselves. They wanted to be treated like regular workers. Oh, they want sex work to be like any other job. Okay. So, like any other job, you're now expected to do your damn job. And look, what is this? They're allowed to refuse sex 10 times in a 6-month period. That's 20 times per year. How many of you listening can refuse an order from your boss and it's fine? You get to keep your job like nothing happened as long as you don't refuse more than 20 orders a year. Like, why are these hookers getting preferential treatment? Why can't the rest of us refuse our bosses 10 times in a 6-month period? What the hell is up with this crap? They wanted to be treated like regular workers. Why are they getting preferential treatment? Why are they still being treated better? The legislation is being touted as a win by UTSOPI, the Belgian Union of Sex Workers, which had lobbied extensively for the legislation. The law outlines that prostitutes will receive health insurance, a pension, maternity and holiday leave, and unemployment benefits. Their pimps will be forced to provide them with a safety button to use for emergencies. Yeah. So congratulations. You're now real workers. Which means if you refuse to do your job, you'll get fired like real workers. How about that? There goes your health insurance. Look, it's only a matter of time until one of these 304s refuses to work one too many times, ends up getting fired, and then cries to the media about how her evil pimp was making her do sexual acts that she didn't want to do, and using the threat of losing her health insurance as a way to like blackmail her into doing it. Yeah, that's what happens when what you do is treated like a job. And I really don't get all these brainlets out there like, oh, but this is different, RGE. Oh my God, this is like basically sexual slavery. And that's somehow worse than the regular slavery that you can argue a regular job is? Like, if we're going to keep going down this line of quote unquote logic, then my boss forcing me to do work I don't want to do and using the threat of taking my paycheck and health insurance away, isn't that literal slavery? I thought slavery was illegal. Now, their website claims the law is a historic step in the battle for sex workers' rights and will create a respectful, fair relationship between prostitutes and their pimps. With UTSOPI spokesperson Don Bowens telling the media he believes Belgium is really demonstrating that it aims to protect sex workers regardless of any more judgments about the profession people may have. Yeah, in this case, I think Belgium did right with this. Yeah, treat them like regular employees, but as they're finding out, it goes both ways. All right, prostitutes are to be granted rights to refuse sexual acts, stop sexual acts, perform sexual acts in the manner they prefer, and refuse to sit behind Amsterdam-style windows, public-facing windows where prostitutes are on display. However, should prostitutes use these quote-unquote rights 10 times within 6 months, their pimp can then call on a government mediator to intervene. Why can't all the rest of us have similar rights? Why can't, if my boss asks me to do something ridiculously stupid, like if I'm busy doing real important work and my boss pings me with let me Google that for you level questions, where is my right to tell him to fuck off and leave me alone? And as long as I don't do it more than 10 times in a 6-month period, there can't be any consequences for me. Why do these 304s get special treatment? All pimps must have a registered office and apply to the Belgian government for approval to offer contracts to prostitutes. The contracts will be disguised as a hotel, restaurant, cafe contract so the prostitutes can remain anonymous. Why can't all the rest of us have this right as well? What if all the rest of us want to remain anonymous? Why do they get that special privilege? Anonymity should be for everybody. Andrea Hines, a prostitution abolition advocate, called out the new legislation on Twitter. There's little chance this will actually favor women's under legalization of full decriminalization. Pimps become managers with the backing of the state to further entrench and maintain their power. Pimps see the women's they sell as products, not as people deserving of full dignity and respect. Have you ever worked a real job in your life? Did the company that you work for have an HR department? Do you know what HR stands for? It stands for human resources. You know what the purpose of that department is? Well, other than to legally cover the company's ass in case that there's any drama with employees. No. The purpose is to manage the company's human resources. If you work at any company with an HR department, none of them view you as a person either. You are a resource. They're telling you that to your face. You are nothing but a human resource to them. Why do you think it's any different with sex work? Why should sex workers get special privileges and preferential treatment here? Now, outside the realm of so-called sex work activism, social media users have expressed horror at the new law. So the government helps pimps to coerce sex. What a disgusting idea. Posted a Twitter user Bob and a bunch of numbers. If your job, literally the thing you get paid for, what you get paid health insurance for, is to have sex, yes, you'll be forced to do that, or you're going to quit and you're going to lose that paycheck and lose that health insurance, just like any other job. What is wrong with these people? Oh, man. Once again, Einstein was right. Not sure if the universe is infinite, but human stupidity definitely is. You wanted sex work treated like real work? Why are you crying now that it's being treated like real work?